Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Juan Pablo from 100% Finance at 100percentfinance.com. Mr. Cashflow, Mr. Passive Income, the people's mentor. I got what you need to succeed. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I appreciate your viewership. For today's topic of discussion, I'm just giving you an overview of our first volume for the Cashflow program, which is how to close on your first deal in the next 12 weeks using lease options and wholesaling. Okay, I'm just giving you an overview of the product, the instructional videos that we have to offer to you so that you can own it, my friend, and get your first deal done in 12 weeks. And when I say lease options as well as wholesaling, those are two creative financing strategies in which you can implement today so that way you can get started in real estate without having much cash or much credit, okay? So let's dive into it. So assuming you watch another YouTube video and you've seen this web page here, we have a about 2 hour video, a webinar, a workshop even, just to be more specific, that teaches you a lot of information about wholesaling and lease options, okay? But it's just a start. So I wanted to give you that overview just in case you're inquisitive and say, well, what technically is wholesaling, or how do I get started in wholesaling? Or how do I get started with lease options? How can I close my first deal? So I get started with flips, with wholesaling, so I get started with buy and hold. I knock out a lot of those questions in this webinar. So you want to make sure you get access to it. And you see you get access to the Academy for free, not the Academy, but the workshop for free. You just have to register for it. And I have an intro video here. So make sure you register for that. Now, assuming you watch the video, we also have the product. So that's the purpose of this video today, is to tell you about our program. Closing your next deal in 12 weeks or less. You can pre-order it now. So as you see right here is volume 1. So we have multiple volumes covering different aspects of real estate in a specific time frame. So for this specific product that you can own today, how to close on your first deal within the next 12 weeks using lease options and wholesaling is only going to be available from January 1st, 2018 until January 21st, 2018. Afterwards, it will not be available for sale. So if you try to book it on the 22nd of January, unfortunately, you won't be able to do it, okay? But if you have any questions, make sure you go to the website, sign up, book a call, so that way we can assist you in that matter. And if you go to the website, we have a button here, book a call, or you can just call us directly so we can answer your question in an expedited manner. So in regards to the program, as you see, it has 42 instructional videos, agreements, and contracts. So many people ask, hey, what contract do I use for a purchase and sale agreement, Juan Pablo? Or what contract or document do I use in order to have an assignment contract if I wanted to assign this deal to an end buyer? In fact, what scripts do you use to attract an end buyer? What scripts do you use to attract a motivated seller? How do you keep track of all your motivated sellers? All that stuff is included, not just the to-do list, not just the instruction, but the documents, the spreadsheets, the templates, everything you need to succeed as a wholesaler and a person who does lease options. I also have a deal analyzer, and I have bonus videos with calls I have with my team and so forth. The Quit Your Day Job book is also included as a PDF, and the closed Facebook is included for a limited Q&A, and a step-by-step guide for real estate investing. So it has a lot of information. You can watch this video to learn more. So if you definitely want to claim this offer, just click this button to learn more. So assuming you purchase the product, this is what you'll get. So I'm showing you the back office of what's included. So let's go into the members area. So you'll get your own personal login information, your username and password, and you'll get access here. Okay, so that's me, and this is our marketing director, Lewis, right there. So let's say you get started, you'll watch this video educating you how to use this program step by step. We'll go to quick start. Another quick start, we have a ton of videos are designed for you to quit your 9 to 5. You should know that by now, right? To say peace out to that job, to that boss you don't like. We also talk about me, just to let you know that I'm credible, because people ask, well, how do I know if you're credible enough to educate me on a complicated subject matter as wholesaling lease options? Well, duh, I'll share with you my rap sheet, all right? And we'll go over all the particulars, how to use this program and so forth. So a lot of just intro videos you need to use, and also have some bonus content down here in the resources below. So outside the quick start, I want you to follow the quick start first, but outside of quick start, we're going to go to core concepts. So you see we have multiple different core concepts or training modules to help you educate you on the whole gamut of real estate investing. But currently, again, from January 1st to January 21st, we're only offering a segment of that content, okay? Because we want you to focus on one thing this new year. If you haven't had a deal yet, just to close on your first deal. To me, that's your top priority right now. not necessarily knowing so much about multifamily, not so much knowing about subject to or other forms of creative financing. Our primary focus for you is to focus on closing your first deal. And that's what I want you to do within the next 12 weeks, assuming you bought this product in time, because again, it's only open to close enrollment. We're being very serious. After the 21st of January, you won't be able to purchase this product. So it's important for you to take action and take action today. So the content that we have available currently is the first deal strategy and the wholesaling creative financing, as we mentioned. So the first deal strategy, you'll see videos on introduction. Where should I place my money first? Because people ask that question all the time. Should I buy my personal residence or should I buy investment residence first? And again, most of this content was created as a result of you because of your support. I'm on YouTube. I'm on many different social media platforms. I host events nationally, a national speaker, and an author. So I get a lot of feedback from people. And the feedback they give me is, how should I get started? What should I do first? I have some money. I don't have some money. I have some credit. I don't have some credit. I have the time. I don't have the time. What should I do first, Juan Pablo? So thank you guys so much for your feedback, for your questions, for your comments. But I outline all the stuff into this program. So you definitely want to get access to it. So this was a product of how you're following. And of course, I'm going to add a little bit more descriptions here to tell you about the deal matrix. So deal matrix is basically how do you get started? Meaning no money, you look good on paper, but you don't have the time, limited partner. What about if you have no money, no deal? Then no money, no time, then you have no deal. But what if you do have the time and you do have the paper? Well, you're an all-star. You can do that deal any way you want. So we outline it here. In fact, let's take a look at it so you can see what's presented in here. Okay, so you'll see a little intro here. Nice little intro, right?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Juan Pablo. Now I want to get to the 100% finance deal. I get a question asked often.
I'm just going to pause it. So you see I have a spreadsheet here, and it shows you exactly how you should get started based upon what you could bring to the table. What strategy should you implement first?
Credit, money, you might have heard energy, and so forth, knowledge. Basically, it boils down to two. Do you have the time? Yes or no? Yes or no? Time can include a multitude of things. It can accomplish the following. The amount of hours. It can also include the know-how.
All right, cool. So it has all that stuff. And as you can see below, it has additional resources, even topics on hard money, how to be a high performer, many different things. So we have a lot of videos, not just your first strategy, how to get started. Next thing we have is another module that's available for you, which is wholesaling real estate. Ton of videos. What is wholesaling? How to set up your wholesaling business, wholesaling webinars to watch, planning wholesaling, driving for dollars, wholesaling another market, wholesaling negotiations. And by the way, all these videos are accessible. You just have to update the description, but it's available now. If you pre-order it, you can pre-order it for a short period of time and reach out to a representative to see what bonuses they have for you if you pre-order, because we want to reward the early birds. Wholesaling via Facebook, Craigslist, bandit size, what to do first in wholesaling. Motivated sellers are calling you. What do? How to build your buyers list, how to buy and hold without banks, goals for passive income, entity selection, what's the right entity you should select for real estate investing, creative investing and goal setting, the BRRRR method, which you watch to see what that means, lease option handout, raising money, being a general partner of multifamily. So we slid a multifamily video in there, lease options, wholesaling goals, coaching a student on a lease option. So in this video, I actually coach a student one-on-one on how to do a lease option from start to finish. That's a great one. And we also have a copy of the PowerPoint slides. So if you want to follow along and see the slides I have in here to see all the notes, okay? So you see all that stuff's included as well. And it's very detailed and has many videos here below. So we have bonus content. So outside of the videos here for wholesaling, going back to the first deal, I'll let you know that was included in that. Where should I place my money first? Where should I buy? What should I buy? Deal matrix. Focus on one strategy at a time, because I know many people were like, oh, I want to try this strategy. Oh, I want to try this strategy. No, stick with one at a time. deal matrix that I showed you earlier, roadmap to becoming a total package. That's the all-star real estate investor. That's the quarterback. No matter what deal falls into his hands, he can pitch it off and wholesale it. He can go deep and do a buy and hold, limited partnership, or he can tuck it and run, just buy it by himself. So I teach all this in the program. We also have buy and hold single multifamily. How should you get started? Should you get started with single multifamily? About the property. What kind of property should you be looking at? What makes a deal a deal? That's a popular question. Ugly single family and hard money webinar, dominant thought, how to be a high performer, and the slides are there as well. And we also have the resources. I'm not going to go over all the resources currently, but we have recommended products and services, all the documents you need, like I mentioned, the wholesaling, templates, phone scripts, also assignment contracts, samples, all that good stuff. Access to the closed Facebook group, recommended websites we should recommend you to use, okay, to be great at real estate investing. Books and ebooks included in this program. Like I mentioned, the total real estate package is included, and also the Quit Your Day Job book as a PDF is included, okay? Recommended reading once more, and full seminars that I want you to watch just to give you further training and tutelage and videos. And we also have bonuses. We have recorded calls with my team. So if I'm talking to a seller one-on-one and I'm negotiating seller financing, that call is recorded. I'm talking to my real estate agent on how to structure a deal or have the seller agree to certain terms I want. That call is being recorded. I'm talking to limited partners and they're curious to know how people are curious to know how I structure a syndication. That call is recorded. So I have a lot of secret calls with my real estate team, one-on-one calls with coaching students, and everything's kept confidential, by the way, as well as, which is the kicker, group calls. So we had a ton of group coaching calls. All that stuff's in there, and even some of our events are in there. So there's a ton of bonuses. But some of this stuff is only particular to those who sign up and pre-order or someone who buy the product at a certain period of time. So if you want more information, just go online, book a call, or you can go directly and book this product. So I'm just giving you a pretty much back office view of everything that's included in the first deal, Cashflow Volume 1. So stay tuned for Volume 2. That should be coming sometime in the future. But as always, guys, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.